Okay, ladies and gentlemen, these are Algebra 2 notes covering a factoring review. On the screen you'll see an essential factoring flow chart, essentially how your thought process should work when you are factoring polynomials. We are reviewing this because we are going to be working through things after break where factoring is not really going to be even an option, it's going to be a requirement. So our last few days here before spring break will be used to review this topic once again. We've done this several times this year, so this should result in a relatively simple couple days. So here you see the first question you should always ask yourself is, does your polynomial have a GCF? If the answer to that is yes, you will always factor that out first. Our second video in this, the first of the example videos, will cover how to do a factor out a GCF. After you factor out the GCF, you should then count how many terms your polynomial has. If it has 2, currently the only method we have in place is difference of 2 perfect squares. After break we will implement 2 additional patterns that could come up when factoring binomials. Those being difference of 2 perfect cubes and sum of 2 perfect cubes. We have not talked about those in any great detail yet, so we'll hold off until after break on that. If it has 3, then we have to ask ourselves, does the lead coefficient equal 1? That would be the coefficient on the x squared term. If the answer to that is yes, that is simple factoring that you've been doing since Algebra 1. We'll have our third video example set over that. And if the answer is no, well, that becomes factor by grouping. So we'll have a video here for trinomials where a is not equal to 1, and we'll have one additional video for polynomials with 4 or more terms, which is also factor by grouping. So this video series again should be review. In theory we should not have to get too stressed out about this, but again there will be opportunities to ask. All you have to do is ask for help. That does it for the introduction video. Our next video will cover how to factor the greatest common factor out of a polynomial.